Hey, hello there. This is Jay Barabee with Attractzen, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to move over your leads, but even more importantly, when to move over your leads into the cold, warm, or hot stages. Now, think of it this way. This is your agent recruiting journey. You have a brand new prospect and you want to talk to them. Once you do speak to them, then you want to move them over somewhere. So you want to move them either they're cold, warm, or hot. So the goal is to have an independent contractor agreement signed. That's what the whole point is. You want to add them to your rev share. So we have to get them to the goal. Let me show you what happens in the cold long-term nurture stage and when to move them into that stage. So on the back end, in the automations on the left side, all you have to do is you just click on automations. It'll take you to this. There's these stages under the recruiting folder. Now you don't have to worry about these stages. You don't have to worry about the automations. They're all set up and done for you. But if you do want to go in there and change them, you can, but you don't have to. These are all custom campaigns that were done very intentionally that we put together. What happens in the cold stage is that there are 7 months and then an additional 7 months. These first 7 months repeat automatically into this next automation here. But we're looking at an email and SMS once a month. On the first month. Email second month. SMS second month. Wait 30 days. Email third month. And then a task is added for you every 90 days so that you don't forget. Lead follow-up is so important, but it's difficult with how busy you are. So we want to set it up for you, and that's what we've done. So every 60 days, every 90 days, you'll receive a follow-up prompt. So yes, so here we go. We have email 1, and the emails here are very intentional. So this is a video, and it's already a template that's in there. It's the revolutionized 9-minute video and the call to action of let's talk. And then there is an SMS, and it's the same content in the SMS, and it has the link in there as well. And then email on month 2, we don't go with a video. It's actually intentional, just checking in. I hope all is well, talking about changes in your business, wanting to catch up, so wondering if they're free sometime this week or next. So it's a very intentional workflow. The people that you want to put in here, the agents you want to put in here, are people that you don't feel are going to make a decision to leave their brokerage anytime within the next 6 months to 1 year or more. Okay, 6 months to 1 year or more. The minimum is 6 months, because if you do have someone who is a warmer lead, and that's 6 months or a year that they might be making a decision, that's when you're going to move them into warm. In the warm stage, the only thing that happens, everything from cold automation stops. But what this does is this adds a task for you every 30 days. Every 30 days, you'll receive a task that says follow up with this person, follow up with this person. This is the way that everything is automated, and you will have your follow-up prompts coming to you. Now, a hot lead, this is somebody who is really going to make a decision in the next 2 months. You feel pretty certain. So you move them into the hot stage if that is the case. And that automation of what happens is that stops everything else, and you have stops all these other things, and it adds a task reminder every 7 days. every 7 days. It adds a task reminder for 2 months. Okay, and then it ends. The reason why we do that is because in the warm and the hot stages, everyone's different. It might be somebody that you met at an event. It might be a closer personal friend. You don't want to send them automated messages that are more canned for a colder lead. So that's why we don't send any messages in those stages. It's easy to move your leads over. You just drag and drop them in. And as soon as you drag and drop them in, the automations on the back end just automatically trigger. So you'll see here there's 2 people. There was 1 before. It's because I just received that email and I entered the workflow. So everything's going to start happening there. Now if I move myself over to warm, then that will remove me from the cold, and then that will start me in the warm. So you'll see here, removed, and then wait 30 days, it added a task for me. So this is how easy it is to move everybody over. Someone who's joining is someone who gave you a verbal commitment. So when they do give you a verbal commitment, you move them from hot over to joining. Nothing happens in that stage. There's no automation except to just make sure it takes them out of these other stages. And then when you move them into ICA signed, that's when they sign everything, and now they are done in the recruiting pipeline, and now they should go to your onboarding. So that's when you should move, and what happens, and who is supposed to be in which stage. Okay, thank you very much.